Hey, class, welcome back. So after watching the video, you can see how the paracelsus happening, right? Okay, that's actually paracelsus, which is actually a rhythmic wave-like contraction of the muscular walls of the digestive system. Okay, so that was actually what happening in the esophagus, and this helped the food to travel from esophagus all the way down to the anus. And for information, there's this shiny fluid along the stomach wall, which is a mucus, which help to move the food easily through the gut as well. Okay, due to Paracelsus, we can actually eat food upside down. So that's why for astronauts, when they are living in a zero gravity environment, right? They can easily, floating around or eating upside down is actually pose no problem due to Paracelsus. So this is a reason why we can actually eat upside down. And for information, right, the person can swallow about 15 gram of food, okay, and it help to actually, due to Paracelsus, it can actually work against gravity, and we can actually swallow the food down. So it's important that we must eat in small sip or solo. Don't eat too much lah. All right. Okay. So let's move on to the stomach. Okay. Before I bring you to the stomach, let me show you this. Okay. This one, the esophagus. Just now I was talking to you about this muscular tube, right? So the muscle above the bolus of food, this muscle will contract. Okay. Then this muscle here surrounding food will relax. After that, right, this region of the muscle will contract. Okay. It will contract. And the next part of this muscle, right, will then relax. So it's a series of contraction, relaxation to push the food down. Okay, so now we move on to stomach. I'm not sure whether you all remember where's the location of stomach. The location of stomach is above your belly button. A lot of students, right, or people will not know that. They thought that, hey, I have a stomach pain. In fact, it's actually small intestinal pain. If the pain is actually experienced along the belly button. Okay, because along the belly button, this is where we have our small intestine. So our stomach is actually above the belly button. So the same thing, the stomach will contract and relax. It's a muscular wall that will help to break down the food into smaller pieces and mix it well with the stomach juice. Okay, which later we'll talk about stomach juice. So this series of contraction relaxation is known as a physical digestion. And at the same time, there'll be glands on the stomach walls that secrete gastric juice that have protease and hydrochloric acid. So what does these two help us? Okay, let me show you from your notes. Okay, so in the stomach, gastric juice, we have hydrochloric acid that helps to kill bacteria and provides an acidic medium for enzyme to work. So there's this enzyme known as protease, works in the acidic environment. And this enzyme, right, protease, you can make a guess, it helps to digest protein. It doesn't digest starch, it only digests protein. You may be wondering, hey teacher, hydrochloric acid is so acidic, it's about pH 2. So why is not will not create how does it why is it our stomach wall will not be corroded and all that? For information, we have this thin layer of mucus, right? That help to prevent, okay, from the corrosion from the acidic environment. All right. So this hydrochloric acid, although it's a very, very low pH 2, it can help to kill bacteria. Okay, then after the stomach, right, we move on to the small intestine. Okay, I won't be giving you this demonstration, but for information, right, the small intestine is about 6 meters long, right? So it's actually really highly coiled to fix in our abdomen. Okay, so this tubing, right, leads from the stomach to the large intestine. And the intestinal juice is alkaline and helps to neutralize the acid from the stomach, and it's a small intestine that most of the digestion and absorption of food occurs. So just now we learned that stomach digests protein, mouth amylase, the enzyme, digests starch. How about fats? So fats digestion only happen in a small intestine along with other food digestion that we'll look at it later.